Well, the European dream may have proven to be a flash in the pan, but the home dream, the domestic dream, the invading the mainland and breaking the big three dream, that seems very much real. Yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, bringing you another episode, the third episode of our second season with Santa Clara, breaking the big three in Portugal. A save in which we aim to take a team from the Azores Islands in the Atlantic Ocean and break the dominance of the big three in Portugal, the big three on the mainland, Porto, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon. And as you can see over here on the league table, we're taking great strides towards that at the moment. We sit top somehow. 8 games played. We've had a draw, that first game against Porto. Since then, we've won 7 on the trot in the league. We're just a point ahead of Maritimo, 2 points ahead of Porto. We have a game in hand on Maritimo, though. Braga are up there as well. Rio Ave, our opponents today, are up there as well. Sporting, surprisingly, back in 6th. Benfica, back in 7th, well off the pace. So how has this happened? Well, you saw on the channel those 2 games against Bâle in the Europa Conference League playoffs. We lost both of them 2-1. Those are our only defeats of the season so far in any competition. And you can see since that defeat against Bâle, it's been wins all the way. So we actually spent September grinding out results in the league. Grinding so much it reminded me of the days when I used to play Warcraft. We beat Chaves 1-0 at home. Then we beat Estoril Praia, our feeder club, 1-0 away. And then we beat Tondela 1-0 away as well. So 3 1-0s in a row. We also had the Allianz Cup, the League Cup. We're in this third round group where we were drawn with Tondela and Benfica from our division and Vizela from the division below. Fantastic match against Tondela in the opening game of the group. I mean, you can see here we went 2-0 down. We were 2-0 down at half time. That remained the case until the 78th minute when Costina pulled one back. And then look how the goals went in. Carvalho tied it up on 82 minutes. Jean-Patrick then scored on 88 minutes to put us in the lead. Carlos Jr. added another. A late twist as Tondela pulled one back, but we hung on for the 4-3 win. We then played Benfica in the second game. Now, initially I was thinking, Benfica are probably going to win. We should just sack this game off, see it as like a glorified friendly. But Benfica, surprisingly, only picked up a point against 2nd Division Vizela in their first game. Then we played this on a Saturday. On the Wednesday night, they played away against Victoria Plzeň in the Czech Republic in Europe. So I thought they're either going to be resting a lot of key players or they're going to have tired key players who've just been out in Central Europe. So we put out a strong team and it paid off. Costina got 2 goals for us. They did pull one back, but we held on for the 2-1 win. And that means with a game to play, we've already qualified. We're the only team in our group to have won. We're 4 points ahead of Vizela in 2nd place. So the final match, doesn't matter what happens, we are through to the semi-finals. We also took on lower league opposition in the Cup, Fabri de Barreiro. They are from the 4th tier of Portuguese football from the restructuring this season. That's a playable league, but they're down there in that regional bottom tier. And we beat them 6-0, even with a makeshift team. We're going to play Chaves, bottom team in Liga NOS in the next round, so hoping to put together a little run there as well. We broke our little run of 1-0 victories in the league when we played Farense, beat them 4-0 at home. Mansur, the left-back, never scored for the club before. He opened the scoring after 4 minutes, and he added a second in the second half as well. Costina and Jean-Patrick also amongst the goals. And then we went back to our 1-0 ways when we ground out the win against Portimonense. We had a man sent off. Rafael Ramos was sent off. Pretty bad challenge. So he's banned for today's game. He's banned for 2 more league matches after that. But Thiago Santana got the goal. That was a relief, actually, because looking back through all those wins, you'll have noticed Thiago Santana's name did not appear on the score sheet. His last goals came in that 5-0 defeat of Paços de Ferreira when he scored 4. Since then, he hasn't scored. He's played most of the games. We just rested him for a couple of cup matches, but he hadn't scored until that game against Portimonense. So hopefully he's going to have his shooting boots on today. Right, so this is our lineup. This is the lineup that we've largely used for this run of wins. The only difference being Ramos, as I mentioned, sent off in the last game, so his backup Kluber comes in. But we've got Marco in goal, Cardoso and Villanueva, who are forming a nice partnership in central defence. We've got Mansour, scorer of 2 goals in our last home match. Anderson, Carvalho and Rashid in the middle. Costina in that attacking midfield role. Carlos Jr. on the left. Daniel, new signing for this season, on the right. Thiago Santana up front. Well, actually, a couple of bits of squad news I wanted to give you before we move on. I didn't mention this in the last episode. It was in my notes, and I just forgot it. Carlos Jr. Now, this is an interesting one. You see here, he's on loan from a club called Lusitano. And he's been on loan from Lusitano for the last 3 seasons. Now, obviously, the first of those seasons was not the season I was in charge. So I took over in the 2020-21 season, and he was here as a loanee. We renewed his loan at the end of the season. But if we look at Lusitano, you see they are actually in the 2nd division in Portugal, but only just. They were promoted there last season. They were in the 3rd tier. So this is confusing me. I'm really wondering why a 3rd tier and now 2nd tier Portuguese team is loaning a player out to, and a player of this quality, out to a top division side. There must be some weird kind of third-party ownership deal going on in real life. And the other bit of squad news, I'd like to issue an apology to FM Lama. You see, I've removed the nickname from the disgraced Bruno Lamas. I mentioned that he was asking to leave. He wanted to go to Palmeiras. That transfer didn't go through before the end of the transfer window, but then he started underperforming in training, getting ratings of like 5.2, 5.3, skipping training even. I had words with him about it. He said, why are you having a go at me about not performing well in training? And the option was there to say, I think your unhappiness is affecting your performance. He's accused me of accusing him of being unprofessional. Anyway, we've sold him. Well, he will leave on the 1st of January. We've sold him off. It's not showing up here, but we've sold him off to Caen in France. So he's off for 2.5 million. So we'll need that money because we're about 2.5 million in debt at the moment. But let's forget about that for now. We've got a huge league game. Now, Rio Ave were neck and neck with us for most of our run. They've drawn their last 2 games, though, so they've dropped back a bit. But obviously for them, a win today puts them right back in that hunt for first place. But a win for us opens up a nice gap on the teams immediately below us. So going in, I mean, you can see we've already got a couple of players here motivated. They're all pumped up because of this run. So that's what we're going to go with. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. All right, we're underway then. Let's see if we can continue our winning ways here. Rashid, fires in a free kick, comes back off the post, encouraging early signs there. Of course, we've won all our home games so far this season, apart from that Europa Conference game against FC Basel. I'm very much conscious of the fact that the only 2 games I've shown you from this season, we've lost both of them. We need a win on camera today. Carlos Daniel goes close. Fingers crossed we're going to get it. Okay, here comes Mansour, who scored 2 goals in our last home game, but he gets dispossessed on the byline. Now we've got to watch for the counter from Rio Ave. Of course, one of the form teams so far this season, so they're going to be a threat. And oh my God, how did Messinho get into that position there? Completely unmarked. Defence pulled out of position terribly. I mean, look at this. Their winger, Dala, makes the run, has 3 guys on him at one point there. And then, of course, Messinho is unmarked at the back post. Oh, come on, that was their first chance. And now it's all Rio Ave coming forward. We've got to get the ball off them here and launch a quick counter-attack. But no, it's Messinho again, the goal scorer. He's going to get the cross in. Marco with a crucial save. But We didn't take advantage again of our early dominance, and now we're in danger of paying the price. Come on, boys. Make that a Santa Clara ball. Highlights continuing here. Are we going to get that counter-attack after all? Not this time. And now a free kick for Rio Ave. Oh, dearie me. And Marco again with the safe hands. We've got to sort this out. Well, a strange first half. You can see we were dominant early on. They got their goal. They had a brief period of ascendancy. And then we took control late in the half. But the scoreline has us 1-0 down, and they're obviously sitting deep. They're going to sit deep in the second half and try to protect that lead, so we need to do something. Of course, we tell them that we were not pleased with that at all. A couple of nervous players. Well, there's more to come from you. You've got what it takes. That's what we'll go with. Right, we're going to put in the overlap on both sides now. Let's up our passing directness a bit. We'll add in counter press so that we don't give them too much time on the ball and prevent the short goalkeeper distribution. That'll do for now. No substitutions just yet. I mean, we want Santana to shake off this nervousness and spring into life. Let's see if we can pull this back. That's the first time we've actually conceded in the league, I think, for quite some time. Right, Marco with the goal kick. He's launching it forward. Good. We've dropped the direct. We've gone to direct passing. We've dropped the short passing, obviously. But let's see if we can get something here. It comes back to Daniel. Plays it to Kluber. Kluber in for the suspended Ramos. Get the cross in. Carlos Jr. There we go. We're back in it. We've tied it up 1-1. Fantastic response. Great stuff. There's a nice play from Carlos Daniel to hold that up. Kluber made the run. Overlapping fullbacks we added to the right side. Obviously did the trick. Carlos Jr. ghosting in from the wing, as he should as an inside forward. That's the kind of goal this tactic is supposed to produce, so well done, boys. Rashid, come on, let's get this in. No, we've left ourselves open to a counter-attack, and the defender just let Gelsendaal get past him. Villanueva with the sliding tackle. Good stuff, but the danger's not over yet. We just kicked it straight to them. Come on, boys, let's make this. See, they're playing it all the way back to the keeper. Oh no, Gelsendaal behind us again. Marco, though, with the save. We've got to do something about that Gelsendaal fella. Anyway, let's see if we can survive this danger from the corner. I'm not sure why Carlos Daniel was literally standing off the pitch there, but right, I'm going to bring on Bembala for Carvalho, just because Carvalho's looking so apprehensive, so we'll bring on a player who's composed instead. Right, let's see if we can get something here. Osama Rashid swings in the kick. Mansour picks it up here. Come on, boys, we can get a goal from here. Just don't let them launch a counter-attack. Bembala now on as a substitute. What's he going to do? Plays it out to Daniel. Daniel gets there before the ball goes out of play. Well played. Kluber with the cross. It's cleared, but we've still got it. Rashid in the right position to pick that up. Get it out. Get it out. Costina's going to shoot. Ooh, he clips the top of the bar. It's out for a goal kick. Come on, we've got to get a goal because I'm worried about Rio Ave on the counter-attack here. Luckily, they didn't have anybody else up there. We collect the ball from the flick on. Come on, let's get this done now. Costina driving forward. Santana, yes. 12th goal of the season. Like I said, he scored in the last game after a goal-scoring drought stretching several matches. And there we have it. 2 goals in 2 games now. Fantastic stuff, getting into form at just the right time. Get in. Right, Rio Ave sprung back into life now. They were sitting a bit deep and looking for the counter for most of the second half. Now they're taking the initiative a bit more. Let's see. Hopefully they don't equalise immediately here. If they don't, we might go a little bit more cautious in our approach. Come on, stop them there. Okay, we've managed to clear the cross, but we haven't got rid of the danger. Ooh, that's going to go for a review, isn't it? That was inside the box. It's just a matter of, was it a trip? It's been given. That's not what we wanted, boys. Come on. Let's see if Marco can save this. Dalla takes it. He scores, powers it in. Got some work to do. Right, we're going to bring on Gore, who was our first choice right winger last year. But he's kind of been displaced by Carlos Daniel, so we'll bring him on, some fresh legs to run at that defence. We just want to keep the tempo up, so I'm going to tell him to distribute it quickly and also give them the permission to be a bit more expressive. Hopefully that's going to do the trick. Team talk complete. Kenji Guri's motivated. Come on, let's see if we can sneak a late winner here. Okay, here's a chance. Osama Rashid is going to swing this one in. Come on, let's get that ball in towards Carlos Jr. Okay, he picks it up. Back to Rashid. Gure, the substitute. Yes, he's done it. He snuck that in at the near post. 3-2 with 2.5 minutes plus stoppages left. Oh, great play by Carlos Jr. to keep that in. Calmly picks out Rashid. Gure just takes a touch, turns. Not sure what the goalkeeper was doing there. Don't care. We're 3-2 up. Can we hold on? All right, it's throw into us. We've got to make sure we hold on to the ball here. Kluber launches it forward to Gure. Gure comes inside. Let's see what he's going to do here. He beats pretty much everybody, shoots into the side netting. Right, I'm just going to drop down to our secondary tactic, our balanced tactic. Confirm those changes. We've got 1 minute of stoppage time left. Are we going to hold on for the win? Yes, we are. What an exciting game in the end. We did it. We came back from the dead and we managed to win. Fantastic stuff. We kept the pressure up late. That's the kind of thing where last season we were conceding goals late all the time. Now we're scoring them late, which is great. Great comeback, guys. That's got them all motivated. Let's see what the media reaction is to that one. How about that comeback? We're always in with a chance with that group of lads. Unbeaten run continues. Let's remain focused. We're not going to be complacent. Let's just smile. Smile sarcastically. That's what I prefer. Look at that table now. We have opened up that 4-point gap. Now, granted, Porto have a game in hand. They're playing later on this evening, so we'll check out their result before we wrap things up. But this is a bloody good start to the season. Ooh, look at that. Porto lost. First time this season they lost. So that means if Braga don't win their game, they've still got a game in hand as well. But currently, overnight, we're going to be 4 points clear. We're 5 points clear of Porto. Let's see what Braga do. All right, so for some reason, Braga didn't play this weekend. Sporting did, though. They've had 2 games in hand on us. They played one of them. So they're the team we've got to watch at the moment. If they win that other game in hand, they're only going to be a couple of points behind. But we're first, so we're top. That's where we want to be. So not many league games in November. International break in there, obviously. And then we've got Cup game too. So those are both home games. We've got to be nice little month. We can stay in the Azores. We don't need to travel anywhere. So we can aim for 3 wins out of 3 there, I think. So I'm going to get through those games, get a bit further in the Cups as well. Maybe then, if things stay as they are, in January we've got a couple of tough matches coming up. We've got Sporting, we've got Porto, although of course Cup ties are going to come in here, so if we do continue in the Cups, some of these may get moved around, but maybe we'll come back for one of those, depending on who's closest to us, assuming we can stay ahead over the next couple of months. Do let me know what you think of our form so far. Do you think we can keep this going, or are we going to slip away as the season grinds on? But for now, thank you very much for watching to the end. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you again soon.